right.
Oh, how
So
exciting.
anyway, first of all, thank you so much, guys, for joining in, for jumping in, for taking your time tonight to support Patty, and
Thank
also,
you.
to watch our video today. So the whole idea of this session today is basically, to engage with everyone as well. So if you can see the title, My Life as an Entrepreneur. So today I have a special guest, Patty Coe. So Patty Coe is actually my client. So she has been working together with me for about 7 months. Yeah, Patty?
Yes, correct. That's right.
Roughly
Yeah.
about 7 months.
Mm.
So basically today is actually her challenge.
Oh,
I'm giving her challenge
I did not know
for
that. I
her
did not know
mentoring
that.
session. Yes. So for her to be on this platform live, so just to get an experience. Yeah, Patty. And
Oh,
also
thank you
thank you
very
so much,
much.
guys, for joining us and supporting both of us, and you guys can ask any question as well. Okay, so Patty will be explaining more about herself. She's so popular. Oh my gosh, I've been like receiving so many messages from people,
Thanks, everybody.
and then
Oh,
they got
Kathy as
confused
well.
of the time
Oh,
also, Patty, between Malaysian time and also Melbourne time. Right. So Kathy also saying hi. All right, Patty, would you like to share? And
sure.
also, firstly, just introduce yourself first, Patty.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Dr. Jasmine.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And I didn't know that it was my challenge, actually. But I'm excited anyway to be here.
Hmm.
Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. So a little bit about myself. I'm Patty Coe, founder of Coe Migration Education Australia. Also a mother and a wife. In the early 80s, a whole family migrated to Australia. Okay, with my mum and my 3 brothers and my sister. Now, a little bit how I started co-migration. People have a unique way of starting business. I went to see a Buddhist monk, believe it or not, to get some ideas about my career. I asked him, I'm confused, a bit lost. I don't know what I want to do with my life, what sort of career path I should take. He looked at me, he said, I think you should go and study immigration law, become a migration agent and start your business. With no doubt, no second thought, I literally took his advice and went to register for a course at Victoria University. That was back in 2006.
2006.
And here I am, 10 years later, still running the business.
Wow.
And I'm passionate about running the business, yes.
Amazing story, guys. So what
Yes.
Patty is sharing, because that is what she's been sharing to me. When I first started asking Patty this, normally I will ask this question to all my clients and also when I do training, Patty. So I will ask the same question. Why do you want to start a business? That's just the question. And then the answer from you is quite interesting because from the monk.
Yes,
The
yes, a
monk
Buddhist monk,
actually,
yes.
yeah, Buddhist monk actually telling you, and then you are actually following that path. And then look at you now. Interestingly, you've been like taking care of this business, running this business for more than 10 years, I believe.
Correct, that's right, yeah. Whoever thought, an advice from Buddhist monk, and 10 years later. I mean, people have a unique way of, starting the business. Some
Yeah.
people just probably wake up one morning and, okay, I got an idea, I got to go start a business,
Yeah.
So with me was a bit different. I
Yeah.
went to seek for
Amazing. Yeah.
guidance, yeah.
Mm. Mm. So tell me more, Patty, about your business. Like what are some of the things that you love about your business and what you do?
Yeah. Look, as you know, it's a providing migration services to immigrants that want to migrate to Australia. What I what I love about my work, my business, is the fact that I'm able to reunite family together, okay,
Mm,
with
mm,
their loved one. You
mm,
know, the enjoyment, the satisfaction I get from that is that seeing happy faces, you know,
mm, mm,
with joy, because you know, I
mm,
mean, imagine, you know, wives in overseas
mm.
with the child, the husband is in Australia. You know, the processing time takes, you know, anywhere between 3 years to 5 years before they can get, you
Wow.
know, get a visa to come to Australia. And that's just one example. So, you know,
Mm,
by the time comes, you know, visa grant, you know, they will jump up with joy, the excitement,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the that is the satisfaction that we get when we see that, you know, our job is done, our job is complete. Yeah,
Isn't it? It sounds like you're giving a new life to people out
correct.
there.
It is. Yeah,
Just,
it is.
just
It is.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
because
gift, Patty. Seriously.
yeah,
So when we actually work together, I mean, like I totally understand. Majority of your client, because we talk
mm,
about niche market, about avatar, isn't it? Their pain points and
that's right.
everything. I totally understand
That's right.
because I went through the same process as well. For me, migrating here, it's not an easy journey. As I
It's
mentioned
not.
to you,
Mm,
like when the word comes out as migration agent, that fear all of a sudden just like struck you. I mean, like I have my own ups and downs as well. And what you are saying is true because I mean, like your client has a lot of fear is one thing, but what you have done, Patty, like it's like giving, as I said just now, giving like a new life to them. It's like giving them hope. There's so much you
exactly.
have given them, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly right. Because you know, it is a really emotional journey for all my
Mm,
clients,
mm,
um, because they've been apart for so long. Okay,
mm,
and by the time they, you know, become reunited, you know, that joy, the happiness,
mm,
you know, and they have a dream.
mm.
They have a dream to come to this country, to
Yeah.
reunite with their loved one, or start a new life. You know,
Mm,
especially, you know, when you come from, say, a, you know, not unfortunate country, um, you know, like Iran, Iraq, or
mm,
Cambodia as well. Um, seeing this country, they see it's like, you know, it's a lucky country
mm.
where they can begin a new life. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So
Mm,
you can see so
it's
much joy, but at the
yes.
same time, you have actually experienced seeing some of them when their visa got refused. So you have gone through that
Mm,
as well, yeah? How
I've
was
gone through
it?
that as
Tell me more
well.
about that experience.
Oh, oh, I do not want to go through that.
Mm,
Um, yes, I had one or two in the past. I just when I received that refusal letter, which I'm not hoping to be too many. We don't get too many, by the way. Just to be clear on that. But if we do get a refusal, you know, I'm just shattered for my client,
mm,
because, you know, client has got a lot of trust in you,
mm,
because before they engage someone to look after their, you know, their case, you know, they probably done a lot of research already, or they, you know, it's referred by friends or family, you know, so they've got a lot of trust in you. And for you to be able to help them to achieve their dream,
mm,
they shared it, you shared it as well. So I basically, you know, go into like sort of, you know, like a stiff mode, you
mm.
know, stiff mode. I just, so my body is just so stressed, I just can't move. That's how
Yeah,
bad I feel. You know, it
yeah,
has a
yeah.
lot of impact. Yeah, a big impact on me. It's not just the client, but also us. Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of roller
Mm.
coaster ride. I mean, in terms of you, because you in this business, I can feel the challenge, isn't it, Patty? I mean, like, you
It's
know,
always challenging. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
because you experience that together with your client because your business is so different because it involves a lot of feelings, emotion, fear,
Yes,
a lot
that's
of
right.
uncertainty. And then plus
Very.
you yourself wouldn't be able to promise. You
No.
have done all the procedures, the process, but you know that majority of your client would say that, hey, tell me that this is something which is certain. please tell me that, we can get through. And you wouldn't able to do that, isn't it, Patty?
No, because we don't make the decision here. The department does. So
And
they've
it's
got
hard,
all the
isn't it?
power. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what we have to do from our side is make sure the client are eligible for certain visa, and we will make sure that the document that we provide to the Department of Migration, we make sure it's all accurate and complete. It's very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a decision ready when we submit it. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. So guys, if you have any questions, so they have given some, Patty, you can look from your side as well in terms of their comment. Can you? Trust, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Jimmy was saying about trust.
Yes.
Trust is very
Yes, that's
important.
right. Yes.
Kind of being expert to migrate to Australia. Jimmy wanted to migrate to Australia now. Patty is here to help.
I'm here to help. Yeah, it's true.
All right. Yeah. So, Patty, so you've been in this as an entrepreneur, so
Yes.
throughout your life, you've been like running a business. So I'm not so sure whether have you actually been working with someone else before, or you just like finished study and then, like continue with your business. Have you ever experienced working with other company first?
No, that's where my challenge is. No. I have been employees with the bank, but never actually as employee in migration. So, so when I graduated, I went straight into business. And yes, as you can tell, what's going to happen, right? No experience running a business. But what I've got is the knowledge of the immigration law, all right,
Yeah.
and the passion and determination that I wanted to start my own business, be my own boss. That is really, really strong. That's what I got. I was really, really strong. Yeah. But do not have any other skill.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of struggling. Okay. Because as I mean, most of the people here, I'm sure they've got their own business. Okay. They know what it's like. You have to have, you need to have a bit of skill. You need to have basically every skill, the marketing skill, the accounting skill, how to manage people, manage staff and things like that. So all those skills, you need to have a bit of it. Yeah. But later on, later on you can able to employ other people to come into your business to assist you, to help you. But in hindsight, back then, 10 years ago, if I have a mentor like I have now with you, I would have upscaled my business quicker, back then, in hindsight. But unfortunately, back then, I didn't know what to do, where to go. So, yeah. It's an interesting journey for me, actually. Yeah. It's error and trial for me, actually. Error and trial. Which is very time.
Yeah, would you like to share a bit more with the audience today? Because we have a couple of questions. So later we'll read, because there's a question by Katie. But before that, hang on, yeah, Katie, stay there.
Stay there, Kathy.
Don't go away. All right. So what you have learned so far, Patty, because we have been working together for 7 months. So when I started knowing you, and we have been working alongside together, and I can see so much from myself. Okay, from my perspective, I so much changes in you. Not just in terms of knowledge, but also the potential in you. I believe that you started to realize more and more about the truth potential about yourself, isn't it, Patty?
Yeah. You have both that in me, actually. Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, I have to admit that I treated my business like a hobby. All right, I have to admit that. That is so wrong.
Business as a hobby. Okay.
I definitely don't do that. Hobby do not make money. you really need, you know, ka-ching to come in, you know, not ka-ching to go out, you know, money coming in, not this way. So it's very interesting, yeah. I've learned so much from you, Doctor. You have, you know, you have shown me, it strengthened me, the potential in me, what I can do. Okay, you like tonight, like I've never done live before. You basically just tell me, okay, we're gonna do live. You know, I'm not even prepared. I'm just coming in and just, you know, just go for it. And
it's kind
and
of
I've
like
not,
last minute as well, isn't it, Patty?
yeah, it's like me, like, yeah. I just,
And you would just think, yes, I'll do it. That's
I do
amazing.
it because, yeah, I just do it. I wasn't hesitating. Yeah. So it just, I mean, I think every business owner need to have some sort of mentor or coach. Okay, it's very important. I can't stress that. I can't stress that enough, because you cannot do everything in your business. You know, you really need someone to guide you through in order for you to be successful or to upskill your business to that level that you want. You know, yeah.
I guess one of the things that we have been discussing a lot, Patty, because based on my experience as well as a coach and also a mentor, because I've been like mentoring so many business women out there. So my avatar is actually business women. So one thing I can see, we have a lot of discussion, isn't it? It's about feeling very overwhelmed. So there's no doubt we women, we have so many responsibilities.
We
You
have,
know?
we have.
So many responsibilities, and plus in your case, because you already have staff as well, so many things that you have to think about, you know, not just your
Oh, yeah.
staff, you know, isn't it? We went through that. So your staff, you know, your responsibility as a daughter, you know, responsibility as a sister, as a wife, mother, you know, it's something that I believe that so many women out there is having that kind of issues, isn't it, in terms of feeling overwhelmed. So what we do is we are, for myself, I've been like trying to support you in terms of getting focused, you know, because it's very easy, yeah, Patty, to go back and become feeling overwhelmed again.
Oh,
And then,
yes,
isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. And you put me back on track again, don't you?
Yeah. That's the whole idea, because
Yeah.
that's the reason why I have my own mentor and my own coach as well. The same thing, the same issue as well. So when every time I feel overwhelmed and so on, because in business, as I said, keep on sharing this together, isn't it? For us to make a decision, we must be sharp and focused. So how
Sharp and
can we be
focused.
sharp
Yeah.
and focused, and you know, thinking about the structure and the system of the business when we are so overwhelmed with ourselves, you know? So we become very mentally exhausted, isn't it? So that is one
Very.
of, yeah, the process that we have actually been working together. Yeah.
Correct. That's right. Have a system in place. That's right. And
Yeah.
structure. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, we have so many questions here. Yeah, Michelle said passion is a must. 100%. We just talked about that the other day, yeah, Patty,
Passion
about
and talent is a must. Yeah. Passion and talent must a must in business. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And be, obviously, be organized.
Yeah.
Be very,
So let's see. Kathy said it. How do you manage your client's expectation? You mentioned that a visa application process involves lots of emotions, hopes, certainties. Yeah, I'm very curious about that also, Patty.
okay.
I mean, like
Can
if
you,
I were
yeah.
to put myself in your shoes, I don't know how to handle that.
Yeah. So you just go back to the question again, please.
So the question is, how do you manage your client's expectation? Because you mentioned that a visa application process involves lots of emotions, hopes, certainty. So how do you manage the
Very, is
expectation?
that from Kathy? Is that a very good question, Kathy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Katie.
Yeah. Hope. Okay. Um, before we take on any case, we'll assess them first. We ask a lot of questions. And we make sure that that particular client meet that criteria for that particular visa before we lodge the application form. So there won't be any disappointment. but again, there's always that 5% uncertainty because we don't make this decision. But however, if we match the client situation with the right visa, they about, I say probably 99%, the visa would be success. Okay. However, with that 2%, normally the case officer will come back with more information. They request more information. So, for example, request more information like, okay, partner visa. Okay, I'm not satisfied with this criteria. Please provide me more evidence. So we provide them more evidence. They're satisfied. They grant the visa. So that's what we do. That's how we process. Yeah.
So how about in terms of your conversation with your client? Because definitely, as what Kathy was asking just now, it's involved a lot of emotion again. I mean, like that can be quite draining to you as well, Patty.
Very draining.
So. Yeah.
Very draining. Very draining. Well, I'm not going to lie. I do, have a few cries sometimes because it's just so emotional because, we've been, we also are migrant ourselves. We migrate to Australia. We know what it's like, the process, So, sorry, your question was, how do I?
How you manage yourself in terms of the emotions, because as I said, it involves a lot. How do you manage? As what you were saying just now, is quite draining, because as what you were saying is true. As a migrant, I'm a migrant as well. I understand the process. It's really heartbroken. My visa has been refused a couple of times as well. So that fear, thinking like, oh my God, we're going to be thrown out from this country and going back to our country after living here for so many years. That fear. How do you manage that conversation? Because it involves a lot of emotion. How you make between emotion and logic?
Very, very tough question and good question too, actually. I think it's all come down to you as a consultant, or as a consultant, as a person. You really need to control yourself first, and and have the posture. Okay, make sure you try to be strong in front of them. You shouldn't show them. You shouldn't show them the emotional. Okay, you need to be strong, and then calm them down, and explain to them the process. This is the process. This is what we are going to do together to make your journey easier for you. Okay, so it really comes down to you, how you have that posture, and how you portray yourself in front of your client.
So what you are saying is so true, because this is what I learned from my mentor as well. Because you as a consultant, for myself as a coach and a mentor, it's very important to be certain with yourself first. The confidence must be from you. Because if we as a business owner, we are not confident, what else? The thinking of our prospect or our market, isn't it? Yeah.
That's right.
So if we're not confident with ourselves, they are not confident either. So it becomes it gets worse, isn't it?
It gets worse because, as I said to you, in this business, or in this process, it's a very long process. You need to have a good understanding of your client situation. And your client need to be honest with you and tell you the truth about the situation in order for you to help them. So it's really, in this business, you really sort of need to have a lot of training, not just not just law, not just immigration law, and understand the visa system. You really need to you need to have a lot of training in many other aspects as well.
Definitely. You are so right. Your inner strength. We have actually been working together in terms of the emotional fitness, isn't it, Patty? So how you master yourself, how you become more aware with yourself in terms of managing your own emotions and feelings. So we have actually been going through that as well in the coaching session.
So it's been a fun ride.
So how about in terms of the challenges? What are some of the major challenges? You know, you've been in business for 10 years. For me, like, I would like to acknowledge you, Patty, to validate you. 10 years. You know, like, as I told you, right? In statistics, you know, like 90% of the small businesses can sustain. No, sorry, fail. 90% of small businesses fail in the first 4 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
for you to continue until now, you know, getting all those referrals and, you know, clients and everything, seriously, you got to pat your back. It's not
Okay.
easy to sustain 10 years, and you're still moving forward.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, throughout that 10 years, wow, there's a long period of time. What are some of the major challenges that you've been, you know,
Oh,
experienced that you would like to share?
oh,
There's so many entrepreneurs
oh,
here.
oh, sure, I will do that. Yes. Put on the heater, please. Just tell my husband to put on the heater. It's gonna be cold. Yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem.
He's right next to me.
Ah,
um,
don't go away,
challenge.
stay.
Hold my hand. um, challenges. There's a lot of challenges in running your own business. Okay. For me, for me, it's a managing staff, having the right staff, because you need to spend a bit of time to source out or to source out a good staff that can fit the role, the job. And then managing staff is very difficult as well, because you need to understand who they are, what they are, and their personality. Because you should be looking after your staff first. If your staff is happy, then they will service your client, and your client be happy. So all start with your staff first. So you need to have that procedure process in place for your staff, to have the business run smoothly. For me, one challenge is the staff, and also I think also with time I've learned to manage my time better. Okay. And also I think timing is very hard to manage as well, because you have to do so much, and that's why I get up 2 hours earlier each morning, so maybe 5:30, 7 days a week, to do what I need to do. And you have to be really organized. You need to have things to do, the list. So when you get to the office, you can just delegate that work to your staff what to do, and then you can sort of sit back and do what you have to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But,
go ahead. Yeah.
There's a lot of challenges, but you just have you just you learn, and you learn from it. You learn how to deal with it. Yeah. So I just have to I learn how to deal with it as I'm going along.
Very nice, because we also discuss about leadership skill, Patty?
Yeah.
Yes, we entrepreneur business women, we are actually a leader, and to have that leadership skills, we have actually been working a lot on this. It's very challenging, isn't it? It's very challenging, because as what you're saying, leadership is within us. It starts from us, and I totally agree with you. I have a couple of experience as well, working together and having people on board can be very, very difficult. So that's the reason why we have been actually talking and working together also in terms of your mission, vision, and also remember we talk about values. Live in your values.
Live in your value, correct. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Obviously, your staff have to understand your value and your mission as well. It's very important as well. Yeah.
Exactly. So, Patty, what is one of the memorable? So they're saying hi here. Okay, Michelle said it's true that we need to treat our staff well. Sabasia said, wow, great, 10 years of business experience. Well done, Patty. You are.
I'm hoping you guys can learn something after 10 years.
And then Nusazato said, hello to everyone. Hey, Nusazato. And then Kathy was saying, sorry for the hard question, Patty. But thanks.
No, not at all. You
I
do
guess,
test me, Kathy.
yeah, I think it's more about the experience, isn't it? Yeah. So we are actually learning. So many people here, they are jumping in because majority of them, they are business people as well. So
Oh,
Patty,
good. Excellent.
one of the most memorable thing that you can't forget throughout that 10 years journey as an entrepreneur.
Okay. There's a couple, but I'll start one with the client, the memorable moment. I think when when we went to an appeal for a client who had the visa refused, they've been they've been waiting for the last few years, and in the courtroom, they interview the sponsor and the applicant separately, like an hour and a half, total about 3 hours in total. The emotional in that room, it's so unbelievable. They were asking a lot of hard questions, and I can see the sponsor was in tears. The applicant was in tears. He could not speak. He was just shaking, because he's not used to it, to be, questioned like that. Yeah. After that episode, a couple of weeks later, we got a note from the AAT letting us know that the case has been successful and they're going to grant them a permanent visa. Wow, that moment. Yeah. That moment, I had that opportunity to tell them, look, they have accepted the application form, they've granted you a PR, and now you can legally stay in Australia. The look on their face, that's one of the memorable moments that I can remember clearly. And the other one, meeting you, Dr. Jasmine, meeting you. I would not be here live talking because of you that day. I think it was last year that we went to had that expo last year, yeah. And I remember you did a sort of was it a sort of a speech, a business mentor or something that day? Is that right?
Yeah, one of the event you were there.
One event, yeah.
Promoting your business as well there. So I was, I was invited as one of the speaker there.
That's right. Yes. And then you asked her, what is our takeaway? And I remember you came up to me with the microphone. What is the 3 takeaway? You put me on the spot, and I got no choice but to start talking. So I think ever since that, I think I have the confidence to be, on camera, to able to speak. I think that's one of the memorable moments I can remember.
Yeah, it was a
memorable change
to me as well, Patty. Yeah. I mean, like, you were looking for me after that, isn't it? You're looking for me at that event. So thank God after 1 hour we met. And then we were like looking to the corridor somewhere.
And I said, okay, I want to make an appointment with you straight away. That was
look at us now. So we've been working together, and as I said, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Patty, for giving me the opportunity to work together with you. And I believe that we have been going through the journey, and I believe that you're having fun with it as well.
I am actually.
It's part of learning process for both of us, isn't it? So the most important thing, what you're saying over and over again in business, is all about trust. So we build that relationship in terms of trust, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
One another. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, Eunice here say hi.
Oh, we got more question, have we?
Yeah, Michelle said, Patty Coe, you spoke at our Finding a Job program at Dixon neighborhood.
Yes, as well. Yes.
Oh,
That was
wow.
my first one, Michelle. Yes, that was my first speech, actually. Yeah.
Michelle, Patty is going to speak more after this. I am going to champion her more. You
Oh
guys are going
no.
to see her more in her live videos.
Oh my goodness.
Because we're gonna focus more into marketing, yeah, Patty. So we're gonna work
Yes.
together on that for our next upcoming 6 month session. So yeah,
Yes, correct.
that's what we're gonna do. So all right. So before we end the session, would you like to share some of the tips with the audience here today? So Eunice say hi. Eunice say hi, I'm finally here. So Hafi Rizal is here. Hi Hafi. Okay, so tips. Because
Okay.
you have been like in business for 10 years, definitely
Mm.
there will
I
be
think,
things you'd like to share.
yeah, I think in to be a leader, you have to be really, really organized. You need to have a really, really good time management. Okay. That's why I get up 5:30 every day
Mm,
to do, well, first of all, you need to look after yourself first. Okay. I begin with you, first of all.
yeah.
So I look after myself in the morning. I do what I need to do. So I would, meditate. Then I would go for a walk. Then I would come back, and then I would organize my day, a task, what need to be done.
Yeah.
If I do now, because we work from home, it'd be different. But if I was to go to the office and I have staff that I get work to, I would be already start organizing already before I leave home. So once I get to the office, I will know what tasks each staff need to do and who need to do what. So I just delegate the work. So then I don't feel too stressed when I get to work. Everything's sorted out for me. So you need to be up and early before everybody, because that will save you, that will give you an extra 2 hours each day. Okay. So it's very, very important on that one. And another tip I would say is that be focused on what you do and have that passionate, what you do. Because if you don't have the passion, it's going to be very hard for you to run a business. And enjoy what you do, because when you enjoy what you do, you're looking forward to get up every morning, get out of bed. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So yeah. And what other tips can I give you? Just be focused on what you do.
Excellent.
Focus on what
Michelle
you
said
do.
here, very admirable to get up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Oh yeah, Patty, she's a very morning person. I know her
You
so
have
well in terms of her job task and everything.
you have to. It is. It's hard from the start, but the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, and it just becomes easier.
100%.
It's like everything. It's like everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to be very consistent, perseverant. Very important, and resilient. You need to
Yep.
go to bed certain time,
Yeah.
and then you're able to get up early. You go to bed every certain time, which I do. Yeah.
Yep.
Unless
So
sometimes I have to.
yeah, go ahead.
And unless sometime I go to a party and get home late, then I might sleep in for half an hour or something. But yeah, otherwise 5:30, I'll be up and do what I have to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
meditation,
yeah,
go for a
yeah.
walk. Yeah,
Amazing.
you must get out there and do some exercise to clear your mind. Yeah,
True.
it's very, very important to be a leader, to have a clear mind and be focused. Yeah.
Yep. Because I've been
And
working with
don't.
Patty for 7 months, so I know her so well in terms of her time management. People, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's one of my clients. Is always on the dot. When we have
Oh,
meeting
thank you so much.
at 10 o'clock, boom, she will be arrive at 9:59 in Zoom.
When you, yeah, definitely when you business, you know, you need to take responsibility and be punctual,
Yeah.
because obviously, like yourself, you value my time, I value your time,
Yeah.
and you need to respect other people's time. Very, very important. And yeah, you really, I think it's very, very important to become to be a leader. You need to be take that
Oh, that's amazing.
take that
Yeah.
on, yeah, take that responsibility, that ownership. Yeah,
I
definitely.
agree
Yeah,
that it's
yeah,
part of your value, yeah, Patty, because that
yeah.
time
It's part of my
management is
value.
my value, as what you're saying is totally 100% true. You know, we got to respect other people's time, yeah, because sometimes we might take things for granted. We didn't realize that. So I totally agree with you. Time management is very important. Kathy said, "Hey, great tips, amazing tips. Waking up early morning. Yeah, I do the same thing as well. I've been doing that as a ritual, as what Patty is doing, and we have actually worked together. Yeah, Patty, in terms of widely important goals. So
Yep,
that will be your
yep.
homework also, where we
Yep.
are going to chunk down, your specific goal every 3 months. Yeah, so that we be able to see the result, and then we go more specifically into monthly basis. So that's the reason why you think just now, you have all the tasks ready, and I saw your planner. So you have your own planner, I have my own planner as well. So basically it's more about, tracking and make sure that we are always on track is one thing, but also our self-discipline. So I can
Mm-hmm.
see, I believe, I have strong belief how you can sustain your business for 10 years is because of your discipline,
My
because of,
discipline. That's right. That's right.
yeah, I can see that, like in terms of your time management, how you manage yourself.
Mm,
And one thing
mm.
I love about you also, because you really take care of yourself. So you always tell me, hey, I just went for a walk, or I just came back from the gym. I was like, oh my gosh, this lady, she's very healthy, like she really takes care of herself.
Yes, another tip as well. Yes, you really need to look after yourself, because we, as a woman and also an entrepreneur, we're not only working in our business, we also have to worry and care about our family.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about other women, but I have to cook sometime. You know, there's chores to be done here.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have your household to manage, which
Mhm.
I manage really, really well. I have, you know, sign for everything in here in my house.
Nice.
So, you know, everything's on my calendar, who to do what, there's chores, you know.
Oh,
So, because we women, as you said, you know, we need to able to multitask, and we're not only just running the business,
yeah.
we also have to do the household as well. Yeah. Yeah. So,
100%.
yeah. So, everything has to be, you know, planned in advance. You
Yeah.
know, what to cook the next day, you know, things like that. I have a whiteboard here. What's for
Mm.
lunch, what for dinner, because now we're all working from home, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally understand. Totally agree 100% with you, Patty, because that's how
Mm.
I actually plan my life every day as well. So my planner is always on the table. So early morning, I will definitely check. But before I go to
Mm.
bed, definitely I will write down what I'm supposed to do for the next day. So make sure
That's
that I
right.
don't miss any appointment or whatever, and then that actually keeps tracks, in terms of your daily activity.
That's
Amazing.
right. That's
Because
right.
to tell you the truth, not many people are willing to do that, because that involves self-discipline. That self-discipline comes from within us. It's all
Within us. Within
inner.
us. Yes.
It's actually an inner work. There's no such things as getting someone to push us. We are
No.
got to
No.
push
We push
ourselves
ourselves.
within
We push
ourselves.
ourselves. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
And
know
then that
there's some.
takes,
Yeah. I
yeah, go
mean,
ahead.
there's some morning, especially now it's winter, it's hard to get up. You know,
Mm,
I have to tell myself I must do it. I have to do it.
mm,
So I just
mm.
count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get up straight up
Ah,
to the bathroom.
to the bathroom first, not to the mobile phone and check social media and everything. Yeah.
Oh yes, another tip from me to all of you guys. This is what I do. Don't look at your mobile phone or any electronic when you get up in the morning.
Yep.
Do what you need to do first, meditation or whatever, brush your teeth or whatever. Do that first, and if you have to, write out the list what you need to do, for the day. before you touch your electronic mobile phone.
Yep.
That's it.
100%.
Because once you touch that mobile phone, you can't
You're
stop. Scroll, 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 scroll. You know, as you know, it's just so many apps, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what
All
I do.
right. Wonderful, Patty. Amazing. Thank you so much for all the stories, starting from the Buddhist monk.
I haven't. I haven't. I don't think my family knows about that. Or my friends, actually. I think it's the first time
Really?
everyone's.
Oh, it's so
People
interesting.
hearing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sharing with everybody. Yeah. Sorry. Say again.
On how you make a decision, to start your business, which is very, very interesting. But thank God that monk is, helping you to make a decision. That makes
He's
you
like, yep. He's like, yep. I think you should study this. You should do this. You should do that.
right. And then they're all ups and down. And then thank you so much again, Patty, for sharing. Like migration agent is not an easy job. People, I mean, for myself, I feel I really appreciate, because you are my first client who are actually in the migration industry. So when I heard you saying that, hey, I'm a migration agent, I was like, deep in my head, I was like, oh boy, oh boy, how am I going to help her? Definitely, she got lots of, all these cases that, headache to handle.
Yes, it is. But you, as I said to you, you have to manage yourself first and be focused. And yeah, definitely. Of course, a lot of it, it's a headache, but you have to stay strong.
Yeah, plus what you're saying just now, because this is what you really want to do. Your passion in helping people is just amazing. Patty is just amazing. You're giving a new life to people out there. I can't imagine people coming from, especially like a poor country, and then when you are able to help them, to settle down here, you're giving them a new life, man. It's a big, I mean, it's a big gift that you have given them. So much. Yeah, it's
Certainly is.
amazing. Yeah. All right. So guys, hang on. Let me see if there's any other comment. So they were saying that Kathy said, don't forget to recharge, Patty. And then Darby said, congratulations on your achievement, Patty. Jimmy said, self-discipline. Michelle said, you're absolutely 100% right, Patty. You are inspirational and amazing role model for all. You are. So lovely to listen to Dr. Raja Yasmin too. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. I'm getting to know you better, Michelle said.
No, you or me?
Me, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So Michelle said, love the story, Buddhist monk. He must be very beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
So sweet. All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for for jumping in, for taking your time, to join us, especially to support Patty. Yay, Patty! Congratulations to you. This is your first challenge.
Oh, really? Oh my God, there's more to come, is it?
Yeah, this is just only 0.01%.
Oh, all right. I'm up for it then.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, again. And yeah, probably I might be thinking I might be like getting more guests to jump on, especially people who are in my EQ in business. Probably one day I will invite Katie, probably one day I will invite Michelle or Dr. Michelle. So we are going to share this together, the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. That will be fun, isn't it?
I think it'll be great. Can't wait. Yeah. Dr. Michelle, Kathy, Michelle, James, come on. Your turn.
Yeah, Jimmy, Eunice from Malaysia as well. Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. So Kathy, thank you so much again for your time. So I'll be seeing you in 2 weeks' time. And yeah, continue. I'm looking forward to see more growth within yourself and also your business. Yeah, I would love to see more from you. And yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much to your husband as well. He has been like staying there.
Yeah, he's still here, supporting me. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's beautiful. Amazing. All right. So guys, thank you so much for being here, everyone. So good night and take care. Bye.